Did you watch the thing? I watched a little bit of it. Not all of it. I kind of skipped some parts. Can you show the shop, please? Nothing's released yet though, right? Say Moira's perks look so fun. What do so I've only seen, I don't know if this is all of them. And as I'm just looking at like the Moira mains thing. So it seems like we've got 2 for orb. So one of them, the first 50 healing is instant. Or the other one is 25% anti-heal. I might add it's only a reduced healing, so basically it just means her orbs apply the DPS passive. But that may stack with the DPS passive. We'd have to figure that out. And then the other one was Fade's durations increased by 0.6 seconds and Fade's jump height is increased by 50%. I will get into like my initial thoughts on them in a little while. Because I know people are gonna want to know.
I will find the key.
Ooh, I live for this.
Clear skies. I'll change that.
I'll see this matter resolved.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, let's go. Arx, what do you think about Moira's perks? We'll get into it in a little while. Otherwise, I will just have to keep repeating. We're missing a tank. In the situation where we're missing a tank like this, we want to try and move the objective as far as we can. I wanted to make sure I attack the pylon.
Dangerlat.
Oof.
Misery made manifest. Unassailable prowess. I must recharge. Your power. Destroy them. Your end is within my reach. Enhancing your
Yeah.
We're outnumbered. Be advised. Rocket barrage incoming. My rockets are fuel.
to start anew. A sip for the parched.
Dodge this.
A taste of poison.
Thanks for the help.
Aye. It's interesting to see the mixed reactions from you guys.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
There's a lot of people underwhelmed, and there's a lot of people saying this is the best thing.
No wound is truly mortal. Surrender to my will. I am unbreakable. Pain is in payload is in our care.
Anna could have maybe helped me.
It's go time. We're leaving to whistle. Coming through. Dodge this.
Great minds are always persecuted.
I want that payload moving. Stat.
A cure for all the tales.
Ow.
Clear out.
I've dealt with cynics before. Receive my aid.
I can't go there. I can't afford to take that damage.
Pain is inevitable.
Oh. There's enemy on every angle, and just like our team's not cutting off any of them.
Evolution is a painful path to walk. Eyes open, man. 60 seconds. I require assistance. A cure for all the tales.
I was tempted to let that orb go, but I just know my tank's not surviving even with it.
Disrupting. Enemy radar contact.
You will be renewed.
This ends now.
Renourished.
Another 30 seconds. Attack. Clear out. Taking clear out. 10 seconds.
Surrender to my will. Justice administered. The enemy is
Well,
Stay put, Brown Duck.
Score 1-0. Switching sides.
Mission is insurmountable.
Prepare your defenses.
good luck us.
Select your hero.
Yeah, I'm good. A bit tired, but good. How you doing? Do you like the new Galaxy Weapons skin? Haven't seen it.
I will find the key. So you're going with gold. Joining Overwatch.
Isn't that what you want? What I want never should.
Yeah, I woke up from a nap like not long ago, so it'll take me a little bit of time. Will we look at them on stream? Probably not, just because it means I'd have to set all my OBS sources and stuff up. I may make a video, like once I've watched the whole thing, then I may make a video on it, but I'm quite happy to discuss what I have seen, and obviously you guys can let me know about the stuff that I haven't seen. Just gonna wait for some people to arrive, because if I do it now, I'll have to do it again in like 20 minutes time.
Taste of poison.
Enemy turret eliminated. I have keep fighting.
Repairing your cellular makeup. You cannot escape me.
Gotta watch the weirdo spawning.
For the group up with me.
Okay, nice.
Big stanger lat. You're broken. May I?
Over there. Come to my position.
You will be renewed. Be nourished.
Efficient design at work.
Get this one.
You cannot escape me. What is it now? That we should fail. No one can hold me.
Stands a chance.
Surrender to my will. I'm on my game now. Your end is within my reach. I offer something more. Your strength becomes we must get them off the payload.
Tango inside.
Nice. Jump baited.
60 seconds. Right on the money.
Are you set?
They're on mine now.
They're moving the payload.
Hey, thank you, Zan, for the sub. Well, we crushed them.
Or something more.
Play of the game.
Your turn.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. What I have seen from the MOIRA perks, I've only seen 2. So we've got a choice with orbs and we've got a choice with fade. Is there any other perks that anybody knows about? I haven't watched the whole thing. I don't know where people got this from. So we can look at the impact of them. The first thing that I will say is that MOIRA feels a bit shortchanged, right? It does feel like a lot of, and I'm only comparing to supports I've heard of and stuff. It feels like MOIRA's perks don't enhance her as much as other perks enhance other heroes, and that's going to be the biggest problem, right? But we're just going to ignore that, right? So just going to ignore like the what other heroes get, and we'll, because it's still all development, right? So I'm not going to go into Overwatch making these kind of changes with a real negative mindset on it, because I feel like it's a bit of a trap to always like crap on Overwatch, right? And they're clearly making some big changes, and so I'd want to see how they play rather than just, oh my god, this is terrible. So in terms of the perks, the orb perks are quite a big deal, in my opinion. The instant 50 healing. So for those who don't know, I'm sure most of you know more than me because a lot of you will have watched it. They're saying biotic orbs first 50 healing is instant on each ally encounters. So that would be the heal one, right? I'm hoping that includes MOIRA. If that includes MOIRA, that's quite big. Because if you have a look at my health often when I use heal orb in combat, like I'm going, I'm struggling, and then I've got to fire the heal orb and heal myself and start right clicking. To get an instant burst heal could save us so many times, right? That's a good thing. The second orb change, enemies being damaged by biotic orb receiving 25% reduced healing. Sadly, it means that we'll never get to use the first one.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Because basically, MOIRA orbs getting the DPS passive, that's a huge deal. Considering our damage output's pretty low, that means that we have more potential to kill supports. So yeah, we'll never actually use the first one. Yeah, I mean that's what I mean, right? I'm not really gonna compare like MOIRA to the other heroes, except for saying that it feels like MOIRA's been shortchanged a lot. We'll get into the fade ones after this game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time.
No, I don't think DPS Moira will be worse because of the perks of other characters.
Pain is inevitable.
Not so fast.
In the desert. I'm under attack. For the park.
Where you've got like heroes like Anna and Juno, whatever, being able to headshot. The problem that we're gonna have there. Anna, I'm gonna need heal.
I need healing.
Or not.
Right, the enemy is moving the barricade. Stop them.
So the problem that you're gonna get with that is all these heroes that are supposed to be vulnerable to attack suddenly aren't vulnerable anymore. And so it's like, well, what have we got Fade and Sustain for? They can just kill their targets.
Receive my aid. May I
There's a lucky orb bounce.
Enemy turret ahead.
Didn't get the
I offer something more.
didn't get the railgun out of Sojourn.
Over here.
No, look, well, I'm only gonna go like talk about it on face value
Time again to
because
try again.
yeah, we have to actually see, but it looks a little bit. Oh, I missed that orb. I thought I could just get over.
Grievous wounds. Stop the robot. Your end is within my reach. Escorting the robot. Where is the test subject?
Surrender.
It's not gonna
I
work.
will.
This ends now.
We're gone.
Great minds
pushing
are
ahead.
always
Take them out.
persecuted. Receive my aid. Give yourself to me. Misery made manifest.
Nah. Oh, we get instant spawn.
We need to put a stop to that push. Offer something more. Repairing your cellular makeup.
Enemy detected.
Enemy turret
Your
ahead.
position is insurmountable.
وريهم قوتك.
Sit for the punch.
Anna just needs to get off of Anna because this is just going to keep happening. You keep jumping inside a bubble. I can't peel for you there.
Big stanger left. Great minds are always persecuted. Receive my
Didn't want to fade there.
Please come with us.
time again to try again. Be nourished. Such grievous wounds.
Much appreciated.
God, Moira's healing so slow. What the hell happened with my mouse there?
I offer something more.
They took the robot. Get him back.
Surrender.
My will. Verifiable progress. Reforming you. Misery made manifest.
Nanoboost administered.
God can consume you!
Unassailable throw. Mahu.
You can't hide.
This ends now. Warihu witness.
See, that instant 50 health would have helped us there.
We need to rescue the robot!
No opposition is
Then again, Ilari probably would have had like, oh, splash damage headshots or some like crazy cool perk.
You need only ask for my help.
I can't block it.
I
Great
left the target.
minds are always persecuted.
Enemy turret
Mending
ahead!
you. Receive my aid.
Eyes on the target.
Reckless disregard for life and limb.
I appreciate. Take you where you need to go.
You cannot escape me. What is it now? Help me.
I see an enemy here!
Misery made manifest.
2-minute warning.
An enemy here!
Preparing your cellular makeup.
Ready to deploy.
Let us
Surrender to my will.
cannot escape me. You're broken. May I? Cure for all the days.
Things a barricade!
I cannot hear you yet. Enhancing your vitals.
Okay.
Now it's going to get interesting!
Your end is within my reach.
60 seconds. This ends now.
Passing out the welcome back!
My condition is improved. Your strength becomes mine. I'm here for healing.
Open up, everyone!
Let us proceed.
Reporting for duty.
Eyes open now. The sick with a parch.
The Widow's a problem with the Zen as well. Yeah. We're so close to cold as well.
We're catching up.
Bothersome.
We haven't got monkey ult yet.
Almost ready.
If we can get the monkey ult and we don't C9 the cart, I may get back with Cole.
my will.
Oh, that's a problem. Oh, it's done. With Discord, we can't. With Nano, we can't.
Last chance to stop that robot.
Yeah. Okay, so. Right, Moira's Fade perks.
I will find the key.
Okay, let me start off with the terrible one. Fade jumps height increased by 50%. Never equip that.
You're slipping away.
Yeah, it's cool that you'll be able to go, hey look, we can just jump up there, right? But it also means that if ever you fade and jump, you're going to be a sitting duck. Like, basically, you'll just be, like, really high and just an easy shot for hit scan. You don't want to spend too much time in the air unless you are getting somewhere. In terms of the fade increased duration, no, I still think it's going to be bad because you're going to be in, like, combat and you're going to go, oh, I need to fade and escape, and you'll do this for the extra distance, right? But now you'll just fly up in the air and they'll go, oh, we've got, okay, dead. So you're far better off learning, like, fade jumps than using something that's actually going to put you in trouble quite a lot of the time. To me, it's not a perk. So the interesting one is where they say fade duration is increased by 0.5 seconds. That actually has several uses. So first of all, yeah, it's nice that we travel like a little bit further, because that's the one thing that it will do as well. We will travel further with the movement speed. And that can allow us that we could be in a situation like this and we go, oh, I need to fade out. And we'll go to do a fade jump. But we could start the run up from further away because we'll be in fade for longer. We could start it from like here. Whereas right now, I can't. I'm not going to get to that object in time. It also means when we do, like if you do go on a flank or something, you're going to get further away from divas chasing you and stuff like this. Simply put, I wouldn't see it as you being in fade like for longer. I would see it as you get fade's movement speed increase for longer. That is going to help you going out of spawn. So for example, you just spawn and you're going to jump through, right? Like you've got to catch up with your team. Now you're going to move for 0.5 seconds longer at fade speeds. Quite a big deal. Now there is a flip side to that, and that is while you're in fade, you can't cancel fade. So you're like, let's say you've got this player over here. I fade, I want to attack them. Nope, I'm still stuck in fade. Now I can attack them, right? You're giving players chances to get heals back. Sometimes you don't want to be in fade for that long. Sometimes you'd want to go fade the, like, dodge an arrow and exit fade, but we can't cancel fade, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that, but so there's some downsides, but out of the two, there's a clear winner for me, and that is going to be the 0.5 seconds in fade. The extra height might be quite good in the low ranks. Anything above diamond, it's going to land you in trouble. As for the orbs, the damage orb is going to basically be the choice you need. If you've got an opportunity to provide utility for your team, that's going to be better than having a very small amount of burst healing. Utility meaning you're reducing enemy heal output. And if it stacks with the DPS passive, that's a big deal considering you're going to be using it often. Is it a bigger deal as somebody being able to headshot, like when they can't normally head? Maybe not.
Humanity is shattered.
But from Moira's perspective, yeah, it's a big deal.
Find the key.
Hey, someone repaired my turret while I was napping.
He says you're welcome.
Why, hello.
Well,
Been a while.
on Damage Orb, they're going to be basically giving Moira the DPS passive in a perk format, right? So that's quite interesting. The question is,
Can't change the world by
how
following
long
all
is the lingering effect? Because if it's only the duration that the orb is attacking somebody and it doesn't linger at all, then it's going to be pretty bad. Because the amount of healing that somebody can receive in that time is minimal anyway. If it applies like the DPS passive does, which I will assume it will, because I'm going to guess that Blizzard are doing lazy balancing, like, and they just said, hey, let's just give Moira the DPS passive.
A taste of poison. Over there. Enemy
That's not the right button, I don't think. I don't think the Alari pressed the right button. Why would she throw her... I mean, maybe she just assumed no one's here. But she just gifted her pylon. Like, I don't want to be your Valentine.
Your end is within my reach. Eyes open now.
It's a diva.
Over there. I'm under attack. I offer something more.
Our diva ate that orb.
We need to take out that. Stop playing around and get off the point.
Misery made manifest.
Alright, diva's gonna mech again. Oops.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen what the galactic skins look like, but I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to imagine, right? When you're talking about galaxies and stuff, and this skin, yeah, that sounds like it's going to be insane.
Pain is inevitable. Your fate is in my
Oh, why isn't Anna there? Okay, all got both the supports. Just stop them getting time on point. Stop them getting the tick, guys. Stop them getting the tick. They're gonna get a tick, aren't they?
Hello.
Okay, good.
My warmest greeting. Hello. Hello.
You cannot escape me. Over there.
60 seconds remaining.
Thank you. I'm grateful. I offer something more.
Hello.
Does she have rally?
Hi, hello.
I was so like indecisive whether I want to call, and I was like, the Torb's not catching up with me.
Got an enemy here.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Let the kitsune
Okay.
guide
This
you.
ends
The
now.
enemy from our objective.
They surrender to my will.
Hold up the design for just a little longer.
Someone needs to touch point. Okay, they just don't touch point then.
Taste of poison.
Boop. Ah.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
I tell you what, annoyingly, I reckon. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Select your hero.
Nope. Self-censored. It was to do with influence and decision making when it comes to these perks, and it would just be a guess, and I'm not gonna go there.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key. Aggression is no substitute for ability.
I have a filter on what I say.
Thing I have both.
Because the things you say can come back to bite you. And yeah.
Let me talk to him face to face.
That is not advisable.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
I didn't know that. Is that how you... So mid-match you've got to... That isn't too bad, you know, because... Look, I've said that League of Legends has had ways that they can fine-tune balance in the game. And it could be that a character starts off weak and then gets stronger when they level their perks up.
The point is vulnerable. Let us take it.
I got the objective.
Such grievous wounds.
Are you kidding? You kidding? I'm stuck, but we're just winning the game, so it's fine. Quick opinion on the Moira perks. The Fade High Jump is the worst thing since Sliced Bread. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Either way, it's terrible. Don't pick it. Pick the extra 0.5 seconds in Fade. And the Damage Orb one is better than the Heal Orb one. The Heal Orb one is great. Unfortunately, you've got one option that gives Moira utility and one that gives Moira a bit of burst healing. So it's an easy choice. You don't want Moira utility Moira. It's not really utility Moira. It's literally just adding the DPS passive to Moira. That's it. We are getting the DPS passive on our damage orbs. That's it. We've got characters that are going to headshot when they don't normally headshot. And if it doesn't stack, then just throw Moira in the bin. You'll go with the Heal Orb one, and it can be helpful. But yeah, it's if it doesn't stack, I think it has to stack. Because otherwise that would just be... Like, they would have said Moira applies the DPS passive. They wouldn't just say Moira reduces this, right? Kiriko with double teleport to me isn't as bad as it sounds. Like, I don't find that, like, too wild. Like, Anna headshotting, that sounds really, like, a really bad idea. Like, a really bad idea. If she can headshot, they're going to need to reduce her damage. Self-nano, I like the idea of that. I think that that's actually not a bad option for Anna. Like, okay, it's annoying that the hero that's meant to have... Okay. Longer explanation. What are this hero's weaknesses? Well, she has a projectile, she has a hit scan, she has a scope with unlimited range. She hits a damage with a damage over time. She's got a unlimited range heal. She can buff healing, do AoE healing. She can reduce, well, eliminate enemy healing. She can deal AoE damage. She's got one the longest crowd control ability in the game that can interrupt abilities, ultimates, and make somebody lay on the floor for 5 seconds. She's got a nano boost, which... Where's one of them things? I'll just do it over here. Gives an instant health burst, adds a damage reduction, which is crazy, and also amplifies damage. So what's the weaknesses of this hero? Low mobility. Does low mobility matter if you're still really difficult to kill? No, it does not. Like, it's only going to affect you when you're running out of spawn. So her weakness needs to be that she is reasonably easy to kill. In the event that we do double that damage for a headshot, Ana becomes better than Ilari. So you have this hero who, when a tracer... Okay. Now, I'm sure the headshot's not going to work like this. But that means you can... No, you can't one-shot a tracer. Okay. It's not... You would get a tracer down to that much health. Wait. Oh, we're going to have to kill her first. So would this mean... 2 shots... Okay, you could kill a tracer by doing this. Tracer dead. If that's a headshot. Is this a hero that weaknesses should be getting flanked? So I don't think it's going to work like that. I feel like the damage over time part of her rifle won't have the crit damage. It would just be the impact part of her shot or something, right? Like, it'll do an impact. So I'm hoping that Blizzard aren't idiots, and they realize how problematic it would be if Ana's simply getting, like, basically full-on crits, especially with her current damage values. I mean, what if so Ana does the same damage as an Ashe headshot if they implement it that way. Yeah, that would just be insane. So yeah, I'd be a little bit concerned with that one. Self nano again gives Ana this survivability that she just shouldn't have. But at the same time, it is quite nice that Ana will be able to, like, go and just go, oh, self nano, make plays. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned by it, but it's going to be annoying as anything. I would have liked to see Moira get more speed on her fade, not a longer duration, because you'd achieve the same thing, except for you wouldn't have the inactive time when you use fade. Because, as I said, if you're locked in fade, the duration that you fade, you can't attack. It's also going to mean you get to use less of your coalescence, right? So if I do this and fade, I'm now stuck in fade for longer. I use less of the coalescence. Like, we get these buffs, but they're also nerfs, and this is my biggest problem with these perks, is that pretty much the heal orb one is a straight up buff. The damage orb one's a straight up buff. Both of the fade ones have a nerf element to them. They're not a buff. They also nerf her. Whereas someone like Ana being able to headshot, imagine the outrage that Ana's would feel if it said, Ana's now able to deal critical damage with a headshot, but her body shot damage is reduced. Now just picture Ana players' reactions to that. Because that's my kind of reaction when it comes to the fade changes, the fade perks. I'm going to get locked in fade for longer, which means I get less value out of my ultimate, and I get less value, like, on healing players. Because if I go, oh, I've got a fade to dodge something, can't heal, now I can start healing while I'm obviously while I'm in Fade I can't. So I may not exit Fade in time to save a player. Now obviously there's advantages, as I outlined before. We'll be able to escape, we'll be able to take off fades from, so instead, like from here, I'll be able to do a fade jump off of this box because I wouldn't have exited my fade yet. So if I wanted to like do something like this, a late fade jump, then I'd be able to do those. The height one is just, it's not going to be good. It'll be fun for a lot of players who just go, yeah, I can jump so high with Moira. Until they realise that they just get shot out the sky by anyone with an even slightly good aim. It doesn't even have to be exceptional. You know how every guide in Overwatch tells you not to jump in combat? Well, yeah, now you're going to be in the air for longer.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Overall though, guys, like, I'm feeling quite positive about the new season and the changes. It's a shake-up of the game. There is small, like, fine-tuned balancing that can be done. I mean, it's still kind of one-size-fits-all, but there's more things that they can balance. So they can make a hero strong, well, it could be strong in the early game, weak in the late game. But then you argue, well, okay, when does that take effect? I don't know.
You cannot escape me.
One. Attackers incoming.
Stop repairing your cellular makeup. Big stanger laps. Expect the unexpected. A taste of poison. Come on, short.
Or come back.
Lending a hand.
Yeah, got a little bit of healing.
Your end is within my reach.
She just knew her. Interesting.
Enhancing your vitals.
Alright, really anti. You see the MOIRA perks? Yeah, saw them.
Area denial.
The correct answer is the damage orb and the 0.5 second on fade.
You will be renewed.
The payload
You cannot escape me. No opposition is insurmountable.
No, it's really good. Unfortunately, you've got the choice between a slight burst healing increase. I'm gonna no, I'm gonna Ana here. You get the choice between a slight burst healing increase or utility. There isn't really a choice. The heal orb one is great. I'd love to play with that one, but unfortunately, it would be absolute madness to not go with the damage orb one. Ah.
Not so fast.
What's up?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
The payload has reached you. There's a sniper! Careful!
The universe is singing to me!
Healing you. Team, stop the payload.
The enemy desires a battle.
Oh.
Enough whining. You're fine.
Enemy vector calculated.
Disrupted.
Engaging fortified.
Actuating the barrier.
Oh, what the fuck, Arcs? Sort it out.
Enemy here.
Get them off the payload.
I'm under attack.
The barrier cannot withstand much more.
Thanks for that. Patched up. I'll keep you up. We're outnumbered. Be careful.
Behind you.
Down.
Area denial.
No one can hide from my sight.
Doucement.
This is not the end.
You're powered up. It's go time.
The barrier appears.
Stand up straight.
Not so fast. Let's get back to the suppress the agents. This ends now with
What am I meant to do with this?
cybernetics stop the payload.
Round 1 complete. Score 0-3. Switching.
The 50% jump is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you. Yeah, we're constantly pushed back behind an angle and our DPS, yeah, aren't helping us out there. They just get to walk because we have the threat of a Roadhog, which means we can't peek out, and then the angle's getting cut off by their DPS as well.
Spend every moment growing into who you truly are.
Emery always said he'd retire here. Wonder where he ended up.
I like being near the ocean. It reminds me of where I was born.
It would have been better if Blizzard said that the perk for Fade was that you get a second jump during Fade. Rather than getting the extra height, if you got a second jump, like a double jump, that would have been better because then you get the choice. But I'm stuck.
I couldn't have done better.
I need healing.
We're not moving the cart at all. I mean, fair enough, it's probably my job, but this is the prop. You see? Like Zen, I'd expect the Zen to do it, but...
We're outnumbered. The air calls. Can't have it getting worse.
I need healing.
Fireball. Up you go. There. We can protect each other now. I'm moving the payload. Feel free to join me.
Again, this is N.
Irrepressible. A big hug for a large friend. Life protects life. Something for the skin. Burn with me.
I know he can just delete my
Take cover. The tree is
ultimate. Yeah, this Zen's not good. They're gonna get
pushing the
avoided. I watched part of it. I haven't watched all of it yet.
Life
We are definitely avoiding this support.
I'm on fire. Hop on.
No one can hide from my sight.
Better up high, isn't it? The payload advances. Up and at him. Burn with me. The warmth of firelight.
Enemy here.
I have you. Time for spring.
The enemy is here.
Not so fast.
Peace be upon you.
With the payload is stopped.
When is this huge update coming? No idea.
Some healing.
Keep a lookout.
That's not ideal, is it? That's also not ideal.
That should do it.
I want that payload moving. That.
There. We can protect each other now. Can't have it getting worse.
Pass into the iris.
Bounding forth.
So fast. This ends now.
Well, it gets Nano out of him.
Disrupting. Recharging.
ฉลาดกันนักนะ เอ๊ะ หรือเราโง่เอง Windborne. The warmth of firelight.
Not so fast. No time for games. It's go time. Recharging.
Over there. Hop on. Better.
Area denied.
60 seconds.
No one can hide from my sight.
In flow. Experience festivity.
Efficient design at work. Tango in sight.
My soul ignited.
A touch of regrowth. You're better off with the payload advances.
30 seconds remaining.
Time is short. Let's go.
Unloading scrap.
Up and at him. That should do. Life protects life.
I mean, it's worth just sacrificing the tree to block the Nanode Hog. And the Sojourn and the Ana, apparently.
Innovation at its prime.
Niran. Really?
Anna online.
ล่องไปกับสายลม
This is our DPS, by the way. Like, we've had a Zen Anna sat behind us for about a month, and our DPS not interested.
Can't move until the payload moves.
Hope blossoms anew. Feeling better, I hope. Hop on.
It's go time.
Irrepressible.
Cooling down.
Need a lift?
Well, I can't.
Mission design at work.
Oh, nice. My support's actually playing payload.
Can't have it getting worse.
Into the iris.
Fred, I see you.
Pushing the payload. Life protects life. Bounding forth.
Yeah, I'd have to stay on the payload like always. Definite avoid.
Play of the game.
We'll avoid them. They were already. Okay. Oh wait, pin. They were already a soft avoid. Yeah, that is shocking. Yeah, perks from MOIRA that they've said are basically your fade duration is increased by 0.5 seconds, or your fade jumps height is increased by 50%. Damage orb will basically do the DPS passive, and heal orb will give 50 heal instantly. Which isn't as good as it sounds if it deducts it from the capacity of the orb, which it will do. But anyway, it doesn't matter because you'd always pick the damage one, because reducing healing is utility and a little bit of extra heal burst is not.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Everyone ready?
Thing is, they're going to add more perks to the game, so the fact that Moira's clearly are just an afterthought, it's not so negative, because they'll add adaptations to them for sure. It's not just going to be you get these one perks and that's it.
Fall in on me. Enemy spotted.
You cannot escape me.
I wasn't sure if the missiles were going to hit and I didn't want to take that damage. Well, we get 27% in a lost fight. Like,
Bothersome.
the moment our team didn't rotate through, but tank did.
Misery made manifest. A cure for all the ways.
Over there.
Receive my aid.
Ah, I know you can't get up there, but I never actually thought to use these things.
Be nourished. A taste of poison.
Enemy
My power emanates. Big stanger light. Over there.
Might be able to block the jump if they go for it. Okay.
Receive my aid.
Next, flashpoint.
Join with me.
Had to lose our DPS. They can spawn then.
What is it now? Pain is inevitable.
Hey,
Taste your weakness. A taste of poison. Not so fast. Lending a hand.
Tear that down!
I didn't get the beat. That's my fault. I didn't know we were gonna beat.
enemy
Position is insurmountable.
I need backup.
Mending you. The point is vulnerable. Let us take it. What do you get? What is it now?
Oh no. I didn't think 4 of them would be there. I thought max of 2. Oh. My bad.
I've dealt with cynics before. Enhancing your vitals. Patch me up. Your end is within my
This ends now.
surrender to my will. Cure for all the days.
They are cut off. If our team's brave, they're not brave.
It's go time.
The objective is mine.
Great minds are always persecuted. A sick
Bounce
for
it
the
there. It's maybe no follow up, but
I must recharge. Hold on.
I need to get some resources.
Disrupting.
That did not get some.
Repairing your cellular makeup. Pain is inevitable.
That got some.
Tear that down!
I cannot heal you yet.
I'm on fire.
Your end is within my reach.
Over here. Hold that objective.
Bothersome.
Okay. 1-1.
Lost.
Next, flashpoint.
Cannot escape me.
Hey. Simple geometry.
I'm here.
Big stanger lack.
Flashpoint unlocks intensive.
This ends now.
The new Moira skin, I saw one of them, it looked pretty cool. They are certainly improving with Moira skins.
Nearly ready to overclock. Your fate is inevitable. It's go time. Subject. Receive my aid.
I've timed that wrong.
Reforming you.
Nice.
Push the objective.
Pain is inevitable. What is it now?
Okay, I got my ult. I got a Cassidy now.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
I'm under attack.
Need a moment to recharge.
Flagging about.
Okay.
Time again to try again.
This is going to turn out to be quite a close game.
A sip for the punch.
It's go time.
This ends now. Your end is within my reach. What is it now? A taste of poison.
Nice.
Need a moment to recharge.
I need resources.
Misery made manifest.
Okay. I don't know if I got time to get back.
Progress is seldom known with ease.
We need to attack the objective.
Repairing your cellular makeup.
What do we reckon, guys? Got an overtime.
I'll offer something more.
Team reckons no.
Lost. Pain is inevitable. Not so fast.
Need repair.
Shornish.
Hello.
Okay, winner takes all.
You cannot escape me. Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
No all bounce there. Oh no.
You will be renewed. I require assistance. A taste of poison.
So's grab, I think.
Go time. Let's take him to the wasteland. Surrender to my will.
Oh, that's too many. I think we used too much.
Misery made manifest. Receive my aid.
No resources. Okay. So, I think they might have just used too much.
Bothersome. You cannot escape me. Behind you. Mending you. How's that out there? Thanks. I need I offer something more. My ultimate is charging. A taste of poison. Can go inside.
Let's do it faster.
Like, why do we have a Farah?
Oh, let's break it.
That's probably GG.
They outnumber us.
I didn't get why we have Farah with Lucio and Moira.
Oh, you want to hear this?
Starting. Pick up your fate, you drombos.
Oh, that's bad. I thought we weren't getting a touch. I'd have had time for Cole, but I thought Lucio booped the Farah off there. Okay, never mind. Huh. No, the problem is everybody is going to pick the jump perk. People are going to go, oh my god, I can jump really, really high with Moira. And then they're going to realize, hey, jumping really high with Moira is not such a good idea. Just if you don't want to, right? There's a difference between, like, jumping off of an object with intent to get somewhere. And it's like, oh, what would happen if your fades just all did this? It's like, that's a long time for a Sojourn to go, railgun, pop. .5 increase has a few perks. Haha. For one, we will be able to do a jump like this, jump onto here, land, and jump again, still in fade. So the amount of double jumps that are going to appear will be massive, right? Because rather than just having to do this, like, we'll be able to do that and then jump again. So we'll be able to fade, land, jump again. At the moment, we're very limited on the jumps that we can do. Like when it comes to double jumps. The downside is, and there is a negative to it, and that's that we're going to be locked out of activity for an extra 0.5 seconds every time we fade. So basically what will happen is you use Coalescence, you have to fade a Sojourn Railgun shot, you're now losing out on 0.5 seconds of your Coalescence. Because Coal is not paused while you're in fade. So, as usual in typical Blizzard fashion, we get these kind of buffs, even though it's a perk, right? So yeah, I wouldn't call it a buff. But we get these kind of buffs and then they take something away. Now that is, you know, it's not the end of the world, because you could also say, well, look, you're also not able to be killed in that time. Your support passive healing is going to kick in before you've exited Fade. So yeah, there's a few things. But when I'm looking at, like, I mean, hang on, I can probably go to like Ana mains or something and I'll see their perks, right? So, oh my god. Okay, look, the Ana perks are ridiculous. Like, here's the thing. The Moira perks look kind of cool on their own. But when you compare to what other heroes get, enemies waking up from sleep dart are slowed for 2 seconds. So you're telling me Ana now gets 7 seconds of crowd control on a squishy? 7 seconds. Because if there's somebody... That's insane. A 7-second crowd control on Ana. After exploding, biotic grenade bounces and explodes again for 50 damage and healing. Not the end of the world, as long as it does not apply the debuffs. Knowing Blizzard, it will apply the debuffs. Biotic rifle can crit enemies. That's gonna be bad. Like, fine, it's got to be a perk, right? But yeah, using nano boost or wait. I thought it was a choice. Using nano boost. I thought she could choose, like in deathmatch, to nano herself. You're telling me both her... Okay, I've lost all faith in the balance team again. After just reading one. Ana gets 2 nanos, so 2 players on the team receive a damage reduction. Like, 2 players on the team receive instant healing and damage amplification. Oh, Moira gets half a second extra fade duration. Ana gets to headshot, a 7-second crowd control, a bouncing nade, which no doubt is going to apply the debuffs. She gets to double her ultimate effect. Oh man, I can't wait for an Echo to copy an Ana and have 4 nanoed players to fight against. I mean, actually, do the perks even transfer with Echo? Wow, okay. I mean, that's... yeah.
What is it now? I must recharge. Hold on. Surrender to my will. More swimmers in the deep end of the dash pool.
I'm hotter than a furnace!
You cannot escape me. Give yourself to me. I offer something more.
No way! They were both 1.
Evolution is a painful path to war.
Lucio out-healed me. I mean, I was indecisive on the target, but still.
Pain is inevitable.
Sojourn en route.
Objective
Enemy turret ahead.
Misery made manifest.
This ends now.
Objective mine. I think we're outnumbered.
Team kill.
How's it going? Hey.
No opposition is insurmountable.
I mean, I didn't want to compare the perks like hero to hero. I wanted to just think, okay, what's the benefit? But that's ridiculous.
Match point. Surrender my will.
Taking the objective.
Great
It's a shame there's a
minds
turret
are
there.
Defend the point.
persecuted. I offer something more. Mending you.
Logging on.
Let the kitsune guide you.
It's go time.
Did we do enough?
If they want this point, they'll have to go
To
through me.
start anew.
The battle ignites me.
With a partner.
Step right up.
This ends now.
Spotted a turret.
Evolution is a painful.
The good thing is we only need to cap the last point here, right? And so they'll, if they cap this one, then the last fight's on the last point.
Thank you. Match point. Misery made manifest.
Enemy turret down.
Did you?
There's the enemy turret. Take it out. Enemy turret eliminated.
Your injuries are
Soothing your wounds.
Okay, so we just need to win this. And we've got Mile and we've got some other ults coming up.
big stanger lap.
I am the queen.
Match point. A taste of poison.
Enemy turret. Scrap it.
Can't use coal too early here.
Surrender my will. Gale the Mahal.
It's go time.
We get the spawns. Okay. Big kill.
Progress is seldom won.
Don't let them hide.
You will be renewed.
Ah, it's damage from every direction.
This ends
Now
now.
we've got no ults.
To to start anew. Climbing the cybernetics regulator. Get out of here. Misery may not have. Let's take him to the wasteland. Not so fast. I require assistance.
Nice. It was always gonna go this way. Like when it goes down to the last point.
Play of the game.
Ooh!
I require assistance. A taste of poison.
Okay, right. Since people are mentioning it, let's have a look at Kiriko mains. I'm just going to the Reddits like for each one because that'll list the perks. No, the Kiriko mains is all about skins. Perks. Healing projectile is increased when seeking critical health allies. Okay, that sounds like a comparable perk to MOIRA. Kunai hits launch 2 healing. Okay, so she gets to damage and heal at the same time. That would be nice on MOIRA. Swift step can be used again within 4 seconds. That's, I mean, that's a good perk, but I don't think it's a busted perk. It's just, it's like a tracer blinks, right? You go, oh, okay. And good players are going to have a lot of fun with that. Protection Suzu grants 40% movement speed for allies. See, the Kiriko ones, that doesn't sound horrific. The one where you can heal and attack at the same time sounds bad. Anna's ones are so busted. They are unbelievably busted. You can't have 2 nano boosts on the field. Like, you can't have her headshotting. You can't have a nade potentially bouncing and it's rewarding the inaccurate nades if it applies the effect. If it just does 50 damage, fine. Like, we found Blizzard's favorite supports. Does that bounce off the corner? Yeah, it does. That's interesting. Avoid the goop. Bitch. Nice boop. That's the end of the
Great
point.
minds are always persecuted. I offer something more.
Watch out for that turret!
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
You cannot escape.
I knew he'd deflect. I knew he'd deflect. Oops. I knew when he hears the orb, he deflects because he was looking at me the whole time waiting for it.
Taste of poison.
So I threw it in the other door.
Swift as the wind and dim as the night. Misery made manifest.
Oh, that's messed up my fade. Yeah.
Now, to start anew.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. How you doing?
They're moving the payload.
Well, I opted for a defensive coalescence. Do I get points for that? Because I wanted to attack this Torb and the other players.
Time again to try again.
That's a lot. A lot of AoE abilities, like space denial. Hey, Mysteria, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it.
Bothersome. A taste of poison. Pure.
Check! Enemy turret ahead!
There's a test subject. Lending a hand. Misery made manifest.
Echo here.
I must recharge. Hold on.
Gonna fire a heal orb there because it will come back when my team overextend. Never mind, it's gonna expire before it gets back. Genji deflects it. We can build our last bit of the. Oh. Wow, wrong twice in one go. That's rare.
You cannot escape me. Surrender to my will.
Push the turret!
I'm restored. My power emanates over there.
Turning up the heat!
Taking flight.
What is it now? Misery made manifest.
Thanks for the upgrade.
Enemy turret within my sight.
Duplicate.
I'm overloading!
They've got us to increase our defenses
Now,
against the
to
payload.
start
60
anew.
seconds remaining.
Ah, see, I thought we should hold Cole there.
Enemy located. Be nourished. You're broken. May I?
Enemy here.
Surrender to my way. Me home with
I get a faster spawn. That Anna's basically out of the fight. Which is the reason for the trade, but somebody still needs to go block. They still lose the 4v4. They'll be like, Moira, why'd you go out and spawn? It's like, no, I equalized the 4v4. And with an advantage afterwards, in that I would spawn, they would not be in the fight. So on a personal level, my value's quite good. Yeah, maybe the Coalescence defensively would have been better, but, you know, capped in retrospect. I will still make that play all the time.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Will heal you.
You are not prepared to see Wrecking Ball in action. Hype sequence concluded.
Imagine though next season,
Still can't believe I get to work with
Anna
you.
would also get nano boosted
What's
there.
it like in the American West?
Whereas we would get nothing extra when we use our ult.
Wow.
Because when we're using our ult, we can't be using our damage boost. And if we fade, we actually get less of our ult. But don't worry, Anna gets... Oh yeah, I should look at the Lifeweaver stuff, because if Lifeweaver gets some good perks, see you later, Moira.
Misery made manifest. That's much better. A sip for the parched.
Enemy turret down.
You're slipping away. Sure much. Pain is inevitable.
Don't double boot me. These turrets are annoying.
Big stanger lat.
No one on cart.
A sip for the parched. Lending a hand.
Enemies nearby. Commence annihilation drive.
Now, to start anew. Cure for all the tales. Such grievous wounds. Be nourished. Unassailable prowess.
I needed to land on the floor before I fade. Then I can fade onto the box.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
The dragon becomes me.
Denied.
Surrender to my will. I require assistance. Enemy turret no more.
Wow, the fade jump didn't work.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
3 times the charm.
Mending you. Pain is inevitable. I offer something more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're outnumbered.
No opposition is insurmountable. For the parched. Your strength becomes mine. Preparing your cellular makeup.
Enemy turret destroyed.
A cure for all pains. Anguish and despair. My conditions.
The hamster wants you on the payload.
Bothersome.
Enemy turret detected.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Area denied. Enemy
Such grievous wounds.
enemy turret detected.
I think they know.
60 seconds. Echo here.
Yeah, I think they saw the end of the fade.
Now, to start anew. Receive my aid. Surrender to my will.
30 seconds.
Big stanger left. A meager sacrifice.
So it needs a heroic boot. Okay, good.
Great minds are always personal. Misery made manifest.
Echo here.
A taste of poison. I offer something more.
狐の鍵爪を解き放て。
Surrender to my will. Persistence is always rewarded.
Okay, they get attacker's advantage, which is bad. For 18 seconds, I'd rather give them the 18 seconds and then we attack first.
Score
But it is what it is. Let's play it out.
to 3. Switching sides.
is shackled. I will find the key.
Mental bearing, not skill, is the sign of a mature warrior.
Much lies in store. Let us see to it.
Let us proceed with haste.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen what the that weapon skin looks like, but by the name of it, yeah, it will go very well with this skin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
That's much better. Receive my aid. You fear this? You cannot escape me. Victory grows ever further from their reach.
Ah, that hits stairs.
Mending you.
10 seconds remaining.
In moments we will reign triumphant. Misery made manifest. Lending a hand. Armagon. A taste of poison. My power emanates.
Okay, not losable. Maybe winnable.
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
We should begin.
Another day, another mission. Man, I'm so excited.
Knowledge is its own reward.
So if we had any other tank other than Wrecking Ball and Doomfist, the strategy here would be play passive and try and get Cole. Because we've got a Wrecking Ball, it's unlikely that we're even going to get Coalescence before overtime. So instead it's going to be doing this.
There's a test subject. Double. Receive. My point is vulnerable. Let us take it.
30 seconds remaining.
Cool.
Victory.
Quickly now! Time's running out!
Play of the game.
Thoughts on Spotlight? I mean, I'm trying to stay optimistic. But what I just found out is that Anna gets 2 nano boosts, the ability to headshot, and a 7-second crowd control. And Moira gets 50 healing, which takes away from her orb capacity, by the way. Well, I'm at least assuming that. Oh, and yeah, and grenades that bounce. And so Moira gets a higher fade that just makes you a sitting duck for Widowmaker or Ashe or any hit scan. 0.5 seconds extra on fade, which means if you fade during coalescence, you're going to lose out on 0.5 seconds of your coalescence. She gets a heal buff of 50 healing. She gets the DPS passive on her damage orbs. I mean, did Blizzard write all of these down and then go, yeah, these look like fair perks? I don't think we've made any hero have much better perks than another one. Is that what they... I mean... I swear, Blizzard do like 90% right. Like 90% of things are great. But then the 10% that they do wrong are really wrong. Like, just insanely wrong. Game-breaking wrong. I hope there's some sort of playtest before it goes live so that everybody just goes... I mean, well, the thing is that people won't go, oh, the Anna stuff's way overpowered. People will just go, oh, no, we like playing Anna. BAP gets a healing drone for 12 seconds during ult, which can amplify through Matrix. So basically, BAP gets stacked healing because he can also heal through it. So your team gets grabbed, you could pop ult, heal through it, and the drone's going to heal. Don't worry, guys. Moira gets a 50 health burst on a heal orb. And, I mean, that wouldn't... It would be quite... No, it wouldn't. It still would be garbage. I was going to say it would be quite good if it didn't take away from the capacity. So it just got 50 heal burst. Because your team gets stuck in a grav, that could be quite impactful. Still not as impactful as, yeah, BAP doing that. But then BAP would require an ult for doing it. So, wow, that's insane. That's actually nuts. The frustrating thing is, you know, a bunch of the content creators are going to go, oh my god, Moira now gets so much mobility. She'll be able to jump so high with fade. Moira's going to be really, really strong. Oh no, Anna, yeah, okay, headshot's not a big deal. I mean, you've got to aim with it. So it's like, that will be the content creator's reaction. Like, the players who don't play it. I'm like, okay, yeah, you go fade and then jump too high. And then tell me, like, yeah. Don't you think her 25% heal reduction is good enough to make her barely viable? It's the DPS passive. In other words, the DPS already do that. Now, it would depend on how much of a lingering effect does it have. Because if you can permanently, like with well-bounced orbs, if you can permanently reduce everybody's heal output and it lingers for like 1 or 2 seconds, but then it reapplies if the damage orb bounces back, yeah, that's massive. It does mean you'd never pick the healing one, by the way. Like, yeah. But the thing is, the DPS passive already does that. So, first of all, we've got to see if it stacks. If it doesn't stack, then yeah, that's the most pointless thing ever. Like, the Moira perks on their own are good. You compare them to other supports, they're horrifically bad. I think that's my issue with it. Like, they're actually quite good perks when they're on their own. But it seems some heroes have got, yeah, wild ones. You can also tell they didn't think about it. They just went, oh, let's change these. Okay, that will do.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
And it's like, I've said this before, that it would be nice if Moira's orbs applied the DPS passive. I've said those exact words. Because when you try and burst down a healer and they just, you know, a Brig pack out heals your max damage output, then it's like, I wish this would apply a DPS passive so we've got burst. So on its own, the Moira perks are great. The problem is, it's not just about what you get, it's about what everybody else gets.
Pre-mission checklist complete. Now it's time for the good bit.
I'll see this matter resolved.
Super Swell, I'm assuming it does.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
See, we have to leave now.
Your end is within my reach.
Enemy turret ahead.
Receive my aid. Repairing your cellular makeup.
On their way.
A cure for all the veils.
Let us clear them all.
Okay, well, we got Anna, and yeah, we got their supports down. Oh, our tank's dead though.
Progress is seldom.
And didn't get the Cassidy, that's kind of annoying. I survived for longer than I should have there.
Spotted the turret.
A taste of poison. Over here. Bothersome.
So
Lost.
We may have to swap hero.
Pain is inevitable. Enemy turret within my sight.
I think I swap hero. I'm gonna go Life Weaver.
Spend every moment growing into who you truly are. The warmth of firelight.
Apagando las luces.
Need a lift? The payload is advancing. Hardly ideal. Healing general. Up you go.
Ooh.
I see one. The air calls.
No one can hide from my sight.
Face my burning fist.
A little care always helps. Irrepressible.
Spot the turret. Incoming. Feel my might.
Can't have it getting worse. What a big hug for a large friend. Long by the silo. I preferred the payload when it wasn't moving. The air calls. That should do it.
Hmm.
I can hear you here. The payload is advancing. Hardly ideal. Time for spring.
Well done. Setting out the welcome mat. Face my burning fist.
Light protects light. Bounding forth.
I see you.
I tried to pull.
Have it getting worse. Up and at him. Take cover. The tree's gone.
No one can hide from my sight.
Come here, will you?
Reporting in.
Irrepressible. Fireball. There, an enemy. Let's put a stop to that payload.
Bit too late on the pull. At least the Life Weaver's working better than the Moira.
Sojourn en route.
Some healing. An enemy here.
Oh no. I didn't mean to double tap space.
Time for spring. Bounding forth. I have these. The payload is
Oof.
The air calls.
Execute them all.
I preferred the payload when it wasn't moving.
Hold out, everyone. We're almost there. No one can hide from my sight.
Can't have it getting worse. Life protects life.
Now I could eat alive.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Now this is a development. I'm on fire over here.
Life Weaver Nano.
Windborne.
Score 0-2.
What's your win rate with Weaver? I'm not going to look, and it will be low. It'll be very low. But on my Life Weaver only account, I remember it being about 67-68%. The reason why it will be low on this account is because I'm swapping to Life Weaver normally when we're losing. So it's like a losing game, last ditch effort, we switch to Life Weaver. Because it's not often that I'm swapping to Life Weaver when we're winning with MOIRA.
Spend every moment growing into who you truly are.
Cover me.
When have I not?
I wish violence never solved anything. It would make peace so much easier.
I have to work with you. Babysitting is not part of my services. That's a relief. Who'd trust you with a baby?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
The warmth of firelight. Time for spring. Windborne. Up you go.
A challenge.
A little care always helps. The air calls.
I got nothing loaded.
Enemy here. Long by the silo. That should do it.
Okay, now it's probably a case of us having to go MOIRA. I say that like it's a bad thing, but hey, I was enjoying Life Weaver.
Reforming you. The cure for all the tales. I'm restored. Let's go.
I'm just gonna put another one down. Oh, we discorded now.
Thank you.
We need to not be on Widow, I think.
Bothersome. Receive my aid.
Oh good, now we don't have a Widow.
Bite the bullet.
I've dealt with cynics before.
30 seconds remaining.
Succumb to your end.
24 seconds left.
Big stanger lads.
Time is running out. Charge. Maintaining something.
وليهم قوتك.
Mm-hmm.
Nerf this. Zoom.
Yeah. Widowmaker is not a thing there.
Pure class.
Alright, let's have a look at these Life Weaver perks. Wow, Life Weaver. Okay. Life Grip cleanses negative effects. I mean, okay, it's not that big of a deal because like the grip already does half of that. But it's really good when a player's antied that you can now wait until the last second because you're not gonna like, yeah, heal them for nothing. Life cycle, while alive you regenerate. Yeah, cool. Major Life Weaver. Rejuvenating dash adds 20 healing to your next heal blossom within 3 seconds. I mean, it's not great. Thorns detonate for 30 extra damage when enough stick within 1.5 seconds. So that's a shame. That's not strong. Because enough stick within 1.5 seconds, that to me suggests it's going to have a cooldown. So no, you'll go like this, and then it will do 30 damage, which will be like that much more. I would rather see like them have like an impact on when they hit objects or something, they explode and potentially do AoE or something along those lines, right? It'll probably be like you hit 5 and then it will do another 30 damage, which could be good against like flankers and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I like it because I like dealing damage with Life Weaver. And it also means if you've got an Anna sat at the back crouching, which especially low ranks they do, you get like a burst like that. Suddenly she's in a bit of trouble. Kirikan 2 TP. Now I don't think that's that bad. I mean, it sounds really fun for Kiri players. And it does mean that you will get, when she TPs and you look for a kill on her, she can just find a new target. Which is going to be frustrating, but it most of the time in that situation, it doesn't make a big difference. I'm not going to be playing much longer anyway.
In flow. Everyone loses sometimes.
Moira with the 25% less healing and DPS passive is OP if they stack and if it has a lingering effect. If it's only for the duration that the orb is touching them and then it just disappears, then you're going to need some crazy... yeah, you're going to need some crazy orb bounces. The perma, 10 healing per second. I mean, that's only like self-healing, which means it has no effect if you're full health. And Life Weaver's already got a lot of health. And yeah, I don't see that as a really big deal, because when you're in combat, I mean, it's going to get affected by DPS passive anyway. Like, Life Weaver's got pretty good survivability anyway. And Life Weaver really needs more stuff than just healing.
Think of it as...
Like, I would have liked to see damaging aspects, like, really enhanced. That Thorns one is probably quite nice, but I feel like it could be better. You would never use that orb one. Given the choice of those two perks, you would always pick the damage orb one. Because one of them is utility and the other one is just a small heal burst. And even though a small heal burst is useful, it's not going to be as useful compared to the utility.
Humanity.
Hello there.
I will find the key.
Work together and we'll make it through.
They're not really comparable. Now, if it was the healing orb bounced enhanced healing like an Annonade, and the damage orb one took it away, now you would have a 50-50 like choice on which one to use. Because they kind of both affect like equally. Sorry, guys.
Spend every moment
Torb, Diva, Dorado.
There's the enemy turret. Take it out. Enemy turret destroyed.
I have you.
Enemy over here. Barrier down. I see one.
Proclaiming a barrier. Fireball.
Watch out.
Enemy turret ahead.
Can't have it getting worse.
I can protect you.
Nice that they don't use that.
Air call. Don't get caught by that turret.
Enemy over here.
They have a turret. Need a lift? Turret ahead. Mind yourself. Turret decimated. Anyone interested in moving payload? Barrier behind you. Barrier out. They have a turret. Barrier. Air calls.
I have to do the DPS's job, so I can't really heal. Why will the Sigma not use it?
I can hear you here.
Saf, thank you very much for the sub. Oh my god.
Life protects life. I'm moving the payload. Feel free to join me. Group up. Better.
Hey Ferry, thank you also for the sub.
Brimming with fire. The payload advances. Hello.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Watch out!
Enemy turret ahead.
Enemy over here!
A touch of regrowth. Need a lift?
Enemy turret ahead.
Yeah, I want to, but our Sigma's not making this easy.
I see one!
I'm moving the payload. Feel free to
Hey Gibbs, thank you very much for the sub as well. We've got a hype train going on.
It's go time.
Is that syzygy?
All of you need healing.
the barriers weakened. Up on. Turret ahead. Mind yourselves. Turret destroyed. Some healing. Irrepressible.
I have to keep leaving the car.
Group up pushing the payload.
Efficient design at work.
The barrier cannot withstand much more.
Over there!
Lots more options from above. They have a turret.
Careful! Enemy here!
Life protects life. Eyes hit.
I see one!
Life's away. Take cover. The tree's gone.
Enemy here! In tip-top shape!
Not to be academic, but I believe that one would call this being on fire. I greet thee.
A little care always helps.
Tango inside!
Pushing the payload. Time for sprint.
Enemy turret ahead! Enemy turret down!
Time for the reckoning.
What is that syzygy?
Not so fast!
You're blossoming.
What's up, Ash?
Hi.
Enemy here! Watch out! I see one!
I'm overloading.
Windborne.
Enemy here!
Let's get this payload moving, shall we? Life and
Barrier initialized. I greet thee. Hello. Barrier is splintering.
Do something!
Barrier cannot withstand much more.
life protected.
It's go time.
Ah, the rally was so good.
Over here!
Oops. That's Moira reflexes.
Find cover.
Ich bin ein Auto.
Come here, will you? A little care always helps.
Nearly spent.
Oi.
Long by asylum. Up and at him.
I see one!
The warmth of fireworks.
Somebody get me some healing!
Barrier is splintering.
I see one!
The air cold. Can't have it getting worse.
The barrier has been overwhelmed.
Over here!
Okay.
Area denial. Enemy here.
Heads up. Do something.
Should have put the tree to the side because it'll block it. Block the Drunken Queen. Okay.
Complete.
We have a DPS on 5k.
2-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Yeah, everyone picking Torb because they do it in pro play is really annoying. I mean, Torb's been broken for a long time. Like, I played Torb.
Might be tricky keeping this bunch alive.
And I mean higher ranks, because you're basically a tank buster. And,
What if they run off the
you know,
boss?
Reaper's very strong as well.
I have a plan for that.
You're a tank buster though that can also snipe.
It's Dr. Bopelin.
Hello. Hoi.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Time for spring.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Some healing. Windborn. Up and at him.
Oh.
Come here, Louie.
Ow.
Thank you. Better up high, isn't it? The air calls. That should do it. Irrepressible.
Enemy here.
Lots more options from above. Up and at him.
Is that melody?
Yeah. Torb playing the off tank.
ต้องลองวิธีอื่นละ
No, I mean, Torb's gun isn't... If Torb didn't have his turret, he'd still be, like, almost as strong. The turret's just an annoyance.
Windborn.
And also, remember, the thing to remember about games like this is they're, while they are FPS games, they are meant to be about the team play, not so much about the individualism of heroes.
Time for spring.
Actuating the barrier.
Life protects life.
Time for the reckoning.
The payload's moving, and this is the problem. We're not going to stop the payload. We're going to camp the high ground.
Payload has reached the checkpoint.
Niran. Really?
Yeah, Ilari pylon is 10 times worse.
ล่องไปกับสายลม Up and at him.
We can't let them keep pushing or stop that payload.
Life from life.
Hello there.
I may actually go Ilari here.
Engaging enemy forces.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good choice.
It's go time.
I carry my burdens alone.
Yeah, exactly. Torb turret has to go line of sight of enemies to get value. Ilari pylon gets value when it's nowhere near LOS.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Let's kick this off.
It's a bad pylon.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Cassidy. Time for the reckoning.
Ah. That's annoying, not because we lost the point. It's annoying because they get all the forward spawns.
Healing pylon out. Working on it. I'm with you. Changing my pylon's location. I'm recharging. Don't be ready.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Face the sunrise.
Positioning healing pylon.
Go time.
Payload is double.
Time for the reckoning.
How's it going?
For the Crusaders!
Okay, fair enough.
Pure class.
I'm reading through some of them now. Like, the perks anyway. Healing pylon. I mean, that's like a standard perk, but it's way too strong. Flight time, flight speed increase. Yeah, they're cool. You know what? They're cool perks. Major. Well, for minor ones, they're yeah. Fully charged grants 12% of your maximum. Okay, that's nothing. Oh, okay. The alt one's insane. Baptiste, Immortality Field restores 80 health to nearby allies and 40 health to Bap when destroyed. Wow, that's annoying. Place an amplification meant your shoulder turret periodically fires up to 12 shots at allies.
Draw them into my web.
Okay. Generative burst grants Baptiste 20% attack speed for force.
Everyone ready?
Attack the objective.
And Bap gets a... Okay. Okay. See, the Moira ones were looking fairly alright until you read every other set. So Bap basically gets a double jump on his no cooldown high jump. Ouch. Yeah.
To start anew. Receive my aid. I require assistance. Enhancing your vitals.
Sojourn en route.
A taste of poison.
Objective lost.
You've also got to combine the fact of what heroes are struggling. Like, and then getting these perks. Like, surely maybe the heroes with like the lowest win rate should get the most busted perks. Because then it means that they're going to be like, that would actually be an incredibly smart way to do it. Because it means that until the perks become active, they wouldn't, they'd be weak heroes as proven by their win rates. And then they would get stronger over time. But they're giving some of like the meta heroes, the strongest heroes, the strongest perks.
What is it now?
Step rider.
Locking satellite vector.
Surrender to my will.
Don't let them take the point. Now I am on fire.
Lending a hand.
Vulture 76 reporting for duty.
Pain is inevitable.
Attack the objective.
It's go time.
Hostile on our objective.
I've dealt with cynics before.
I can't wait to see what they gave to Juno.
Objective lost.
What is it now?
Well, we're out of resources. I don't even get why Moira has a resource bar anymore. Nice. Even with the spawn advantage, we just can't beat them here. We can't do shit with the brig here. We can never cross back, so we just have to stay there.
Capturing the point.
Hey, we capped a point after like a few minutes. And we've got our respawns are like twice as close. We cannot go that way. Couldn't see him because of the mines.
Evolution is a painful path to walk. Enhancing your vitals. No opposition is insurmountable.
Ah, that was bad. The orb bounce. Nice shot.
I've dealt with sinners before.
That's two. Okay, we're even.
Persistence is always rewarded. You can still be of use to me. Reforming you. Your end is within my reach.
Capturing the point.
Over there. located.
Over there!
What is it now? Surrender to my will.
Bring in the rain!
Can I get some healing?
Locking satellite vector!
Ooh. Okay, we might have beat. We might have Sojourn ult. They won't have Juno ult, which is good.
Pain is in
Objective lost. Fall back to objective C.
You will be renewed.
I'm hotter than a furnace!
Repairing your cellular matrix. You cannot escape me.
I got the objective.
It's go time.
Ferreting out the welcome.
Gotta watch the reprol.
Precision and control. Your end is within my reach.
Wrecking Ball, I think, still behind. Nice.
Victory.
Alex, long time watcher, first time talking to chat. How's it going? Any tips or tricks on improving ranking up in general?
Play of the
Be as active as you can. Whenever I watch any like lower ranked players playing on Moira, most of the time there's a lot of sitting around doing nothing. You should always be looking to do something. Moira generally doesn't work in like bursts, it's constant. So just, yeah, always be doing something. Right, let's see. Juno. What have they done with Juno? Pulsar torpedoes lock onto allies 35% faster. Okay. Not enemies. That's... Wow, Blizzard did something sensible. While using glide boost, passing through hyper ring pushes you forward. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Both of these are kind of minor ones. Medi Blaster can crit enemies. Activating glide boost resets stuff. Hey! Juno's perks are not crazy. I mean, her being able to crit enemies is a little bit... but compared to the other ones, wow, they didn't, like, massively go insane. Lucio. Soundwave's knockback is increased by 15%. Of course it is. Regenerate 4 ammo per second while wall riding. That's actually... Lucio's are going to kind of like this. No, they're not out yet. Crossfade's range is increased by 150% while amped. Okay, yeah. Lucio's attack speed is increased by 50% while amped up is active. Oh, no, 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 no. 50% attack speed increase on a Reddit Lucio? No, 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 no. That's ridiculous. Since I'm on Mercy, Guardian Angel. Fly towards an ally while in flight. Jump launches you forward and crouch launches you upwards. Oh no, wait, that's just a normal ability. I was like, hang on a minute, she does that already. It's because I didn't scroll far enough across. Okay. Mercy receives 15 health per second while the staff is active to... Okay, so Mercy heals herself. That's going to make Farah Mercy kind of nuts. Guardian Angel range is increased. Mercy's again will love that. I think that's fair enough. Chain boost. Secondary fire links to a second nearby ally. Double damage amps. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Resurrect can be used on the active target to restore 150 self. Doing so incurs a 15-second cooldown. No, that, I mean, that's... I guess it's not a nerf because, especially in like the higher ranks, sometimes you'd rather just have that heal boost. You'd rather have the ability that gives you the instant heal. I mean, yeah, they seem like normal, realistic perks. Kiriko, yeah, I don't like the fact that kunai hits launch 2 healing things to an ally in front of you. No, that's busted. It's busted, but also it makes it, the playability is just awful, like, for the rest of the game, because what that basically means is you stand behind your team just shooting in the back line like this. You don't really do this. Like, you play as Kiri and you do this because each time you hit someone you're healing. To be able to do both at the same time is kind of, nah, that's not a good idea. I mean, I may end up playing Kiriko like with that, not even with a double TP, but the fact that I can just do this and now I'm also healing my team. I'll play Moira heal bot ranges, no flanks or anything, just sit behind the team getting hits, and occasionally you'll just go, okay, they're taking a bit of burst damage, there we go. That's crazy. And that's a minor part. Oh my god. Swift step can be used twice. Yeah, cool. And the movement speed. Yeah, I mean, you're going to use double TP, aren't you? Brig. Shield bash restores 100 health to barrier shield when it hits an... Okay, fair enough. Inspire lasts 3 seconds longer when activated by whip shot. No, not good. Repair packs instantly heal an additional 35 health to critical health. No, not good. These are... yeah. And the last one, whip shots, knockback, can slam enemies into walls, dealing 50 extra damage. I kind of like that. That to me is fine. But you're enhancing all of the problems with Brig, with what they were doing, like with the packs. Yeah, I mean, Moira got screwed. The Ana ones are so stupid. They are so unbelievably stupid.
I will not.
Luckily, I mean, I'm assuming you only pick one. If you can, like, if the game progresses and you can go to more of them, then yeah, that's not good. Because, yeah, oh my god, this, just the impact of it. I mean, okay, look, right, so you've got this, which already cancels abilities and ultimates, then makes them lay on the floor for 5 seconds. Now, so a crowd control for 5 seconds. Now you're adding 2 seconds.
Nodding off.
However, if this nade, it says after exploding, it bounces and explodes again for 50 damage. So that means that when I throw this nade at my team here, if it's going to bounce and potentially hit their attackers, even though they weren't in range, like here, because it's gone dong, dong. If that also applies the effects of nade, then Blizzard, you've lost your absolute minds. If it antis them or heal buffs, I'm sorry, but you wouldn't ever use the sleep one. You would always use that nade one. Because a 2 second slow means nothing if you're getting double nades.
care of you. I'm no easy mark.
But then... Okay, and then the only other good thing about Anna's OP perks is that Headhunter, as in Biotic Rifle can crit enemies, can't be used at the same time as the double nano. I'm assuming you can only pick one. If you can pick two, then yeah, just Blizzard, you've royally messed up. Speaking of royal,
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
I thought my time in the field was done. But
I might add, by the way, if there are streamer hero bans in this game, then my stream will now have like a 1 minute delay or something. However long the ban phase is. Because otherwise being a streamer is going to have a negative effect. We will always use streamer mode. And we will put a delay on the stream.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
If they, yeah, but they will see you joining the game at the same time. So anyone who does stream snipe, they will be like, hey, they joined the game at the same time. There's a good chance they're in my game. And if they see on the screen that it's got the map, that's another tell.
A threat emerges. The barrier's weakened.
What is it now?
You cannot escape me.
Caution. Enemy vector calculated.
thanks for the help.
Enemy appeared.
Clear out. The payload. Can I get some healing?
If I use Cole, are they just going to Transcendence? I mean, they are now, if I use it.
Actuating the barrier. A threat emerges.
Like Zentor. Even with a Mercy, like, yeah. Okay, we're going to struggle.
No one can
Now,
hide from my sight.
do I use it early? No, there's no point because we haven't got any big ults that... I mean, Sigma ult, we probably don't want Transcendence for it. Like, this will get the Transcendence out of them, which is expected. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good to use the Transcendence there. Okay, just got me through the wall.
Cleaning house.
No opposition is insurmountable. Receive my aid.
Why we stop?
Barrier initialized.
I'm on my way now.
Poison.
A threat emerges.
Enemy turret within my sight. Payload is in our care. You only asked for my help.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Big stanger left.
Enemy vector calculated. A threat emerges.
Lend me a hand.
I didn't have fade when I jump baited it.
Barrier has been overwhelmed. Barrier unsuccessful.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Barrier is nearly spent.
Lending a hand.
Again, if I just use core, it's just going to get Transcendence. Okay, we didn't get the Transcendence out then.
I will not leave a broken world.
Threat emerges. Enemy vector calculated.
Enemy turret.
Oh, whatever, I give up.
Calculated. Actuating the enemy appears.
Enemy turret here. Taking care of you.
A threat emerges. Enemy turret theory and disproven.
Do.
10 seconds remaining.
I got no one to touch it.
One small step at a time.
Round 1.
Injury detected.
And you thought I was rust.
Score 1-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
These phenomena bear further investigation. In times of conflict, one must seek balance.
Knowledge is its own reward.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
A taste of poison.
An enemy appears.
You will be renewed.
Enemy vector calculated. A threat emerges. Enemy vector calculated.
Oh, we've got a high ground team, I see. The worst high ground in the game to hold, because that Torb is cut off now. If he tries to cross, he dies. It's the worst place to hold. They'll be blaming me in chat, by the way. They'll be like, why are you playing down there? We want to snipe with Sojourn, Torb, and that. No, they'll just shield, they'll walk forward, and then you'll be stuck on that high ground, unable to cross. Oh, yeah. Because they realise there's an event. Like, the streamers realised, hey, Blizzard are inviting them to, you know, stuff that benefits them.
It's go time. This ends now. It seems like tests days like this never.
Into the iris.
Right, guys. It's time for me to call it a night anyway. I will maybe catch you all tomorrow. Actually, no, probably not tomorrow. It's nice weather. I want to go out and fly a drone. But I will see you guys soon, no doubt.
This ends now. Who's next? Cleaning house. I warned you.
Right, catch you soon. Bye.